Okay, so let's look at some examples. First, we'll do this one. Example 1, solve this system 2x minus 4y equals negative 6 and 3x minus y equals negative 4 using the method of substitution. So you just pick either solve for x or y in either equation. Usually you pick, if there's one that's easier than the rest, you use that. So I'd use the second equation and solve it for y. Because the coefficient of the y here is negative 1. So when I solve for y, I get a coefficient of 1. I don't have to divide by anything. So that makes it easier. So I solve the second equation for y, then plug that value in for y in the first equation. Don't plug it back into itself. Plug it into the first equation. And that will eliminate the y. So I get 2x minus 4 times the quantity 3x plus 4 equals negative 6. Distribute the negative 4 through, and I get 2x minus 12x minus 16 equals negative 6. Combine the x's, the x terms, and combine the constant terms. I get negative 10x equals 10. Just added the 16 to both sides. Just cross multiply or divide both sides by negative 10, same thing, and you get x equals negative 1. Now I need to find out what y is, so I take this x equals negative 1 and plug it in here to find y. Okay. And so I get 3 times negative 1 plus 4 equals y. So y is 1, 4 minus 3. So I got negative 1, comma 1 is my solution. It's a single point. So that one was consistent and independent. It looks like that, in other words. There's a single point for the solution. Remember, consistent means that you get one or more solutions. Independent means you don't get more than one solution as far as what we're doing here. Okay, check. I just took negative 1 and plugged it into the first equation, and then I'll plug the same coordinates into the second equation and make sure they both work. This is super easy to check, so do it. Don't check it by going through all these steps again. Check it by taking your answer and plugging those numbers in for x and y in the original equations and making sure that they work. So I tried this one. I got 2 times negative 1 minus 4 times 1, and that does equal negative 6. That's this first one. I did it in white for you. So that the first equation checks. The second kind of flesh-colored one equation, I put negative 1 in for x and 1 in for y. And I get 3 times negative 1 minus 1, and that's negative 3 minus 1, which is indeed negative 4, so that checks too. So I know for sure that my answer is correct. If you can always know for sure your answer is correct, then why not make sure that it's correct, right? So always check your answers.